Good morning, Canadian Yarn Hoard. My name's Alyssa, and today we're going to make this Marshmellow stitch coffee cozy. So I'm going to move you over to the overhead camera and we'll get started. Alright, so this one we're going to be making a 6mm hook. And this yarn, this is a tubular type yarn, so it is a yarn that is actually knitted up if you look at it. I don't have any actual information on the yarn. I bought it many years ago, but I have absolutely no idea. I only have one ball, so I have no idea about any of the information on it. Just give me a second. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with a magic circle, and you're going to chain 2. So you're going to come in with your magic circle. So that's chain 1, chain 2, and you're going to single crochet 6. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Tighten. Your slip stitch here, right here. Now you're going to chain 2, and now you're going to increase in every stitch. So 2 single crochet in each stitch. And you're going to do that all the way across. 2, 2, 2. If you are a returning visitor, thank you very much. I appreciate it. If you're a new visitor, welcome. I appreciate that too. I do hope to earn your like and subscription. I hope to hear from you and any questions, comments, or concerns you have below. If you've watched any of my videos before, you will know I hate tails hanging around, because I do find that you can work into them, which is extremely frustrating when you think you're making progress and you're not. And they can work themselves out, and it can be extremely frustrating. So I'm just gonna get rid of this tail so I don't have to worry about it. And most crocheters hate to weave in ends. That way, if you do it at the beginning, you don't have to worry about it. It's not in your way, and you're not putting it off till the end. So now your next row, you're going to chain 2, and then you're going to single crochet, and then increase, and you're going to follow that all the way across. Single crochet, increase. Now I do know that coffee cups are different sizes, different shapes, so you will have to figure out what size your coffee cup is, and you'll go from there. Like I said, this is, I think, a bulky yarn. Because it is a tubular design, they've made it into a bulkier yarn. So this is any bulky yarn you can find. You could use this with. I would find something like a tubular design, and like I said, that's just how they've made the yarn. Some yarns are like a chenille is stitched together. These ones are knitted into a tube, and very nice yarn, but it is a certain kind of yarn that you have to look for. The only one I have right beside me that's similar to a tubular yarn, this one would be a stuffed tubular yarn. So this one's DIY Glow from Lion brand. And as you can see, I don't know how well the camera picks it up, but you can see that it's worked, and then it's stuffed with a stuffed stuffing. So that's what gives that yarn the bulky size. So this one, you're going to do 2 single crochets and then an increase. And you're just going to keep adding a stitch in between each increase until you get to the size of your cup. 2, increase, 1, 2, 1, 2, increase, 2. You're going to follow that all the way along. 2, increase until you have the bottom of your coffee cup. 2, increase. And these are one of the patterns I absolutely love to do because I do use my coffee cups a lot. I do use these coffee cozies a lot to keep my cup warm. I go through them pretty much one a day, if not more, if they don't get spilled on. So I do use these a lot, and I'm very happy to have more in my house because I do go through them a fair amount. So what you want to do is put your coffee cup down. Now I know that looks, I'm going to do one more row just to make sure I have enough for a base. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. So this one should be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. Now what I am going to do is before I finish this one off, make sure that I'm not interfering with the handle. 3, 4. And that way, if I don't want to attach it, because I still need the increases, but I don't want to attach the increased row, I can do that. 3, 4, increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. Almost there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Increase. And the last 4. 1, 2, 4. Now, as I said, I'm going to put it down. No, we're still good, so I can connect that one. But now the next row, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to not increase, and we're going to start the marshmallow stitch. So you're going to do a second double crochet right beside it. So your chain stitch counts as 1 double crochet. There's a second. You're going to skip 2, and then you're going to single crochet. And then 2 doubles in the same stitch. 1, 2. You're going to skip 2. 1, 2. Single, double, and double. And you're going to follow that pattern. As I said, some of this yarn you can see where it's trying to increase. So I'm going to pull that back just so I handle that out of there, get that out of there, make it look a little better, and then we're going to just double, which looks better, double, 2, single, double, double, all the way across. Now you are going to repeat this row because it is a 1 row repeat. So you're going to continue this row all the way up until you have your cup. See, as you can see, I didn't, my first row, I didn't put my cup in, pull it up, and as you can see, you want to go to right about here. So right about the top of the handle. And I didn't, that first marshmallow, I didn't, so I'm going to on this one. And I think it'll go up a little bit more and make it the right stuff, fit the right way, the way I want it. But you want to go all the way up until you have the handle. Once you have the handle, it won't be far till you're done. So you're just going to keep going with your single, double, double, skip 2, and then single, double, double. I will come back when we get to the handles, and I will show you how to finish it off. See you in a minute. So I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what you want to do here at the end. So yes, I have my 2. I am going to go back into this first one, do single, double, double, and that's that starting one. So you would normally slip stitch. I'm going to actually redo that because I don't think I had it in the right spot. So I'm going to do it in this one right here. So the lower spot is where you want it because that's where you did your double crochet. So now you're going to do double crochet, and then 1, 2, turn, single, another chain. So you could do 3 chains and then turn. Now do a double crochet right in the same stitch. And now you're going to do in this hole right here. So you see where you skip the 2 stitches, you're going to go single, double, double. And you're going to continue that all the way around in the hole, single, double, double. And you're just going to continue to grow it until you get to the top of the handle. I will come back when we're there. See you in a minute. So you do want to be careful you're not increasing. I just noticed I was, so I had to pull it all out, and I'm just making sure I'm not going to increase, but that I'm actually just making a proper placement. So what you want to do is you do your 1, 2, 3, and I think I know what I did wrong at the end. So we're just going to go all the way to the end again. And I didn't do the 2 double crochet for the last stitch. I just did a single crochet and then I chained 3 and I start the next row. So I think that's what I did wrong. So 1, 2. So we're coming up to the last stitch. So 1, 2. So then what you do is you just go single crochet here. And then chain 2 or 3. I like to chain 3 because it's double crochet. And then you just do your double crochet here. And then you just find that hole and you start working again. Single, double, double. So that should keep you from increasing, because if you do want to increase it, if your cup goes similar to mine, where it kind of V's out, you can increase there, but you should always end with a single crochet. That way you can keep it from expanding too much. So I did forget that. I do apologize. That's why I wanted to reiterate at the end here, or update or whatever, that you just want to make sure your final stitch is a single crochet and then you chain 2 or 3. I like to chain 3. Some people will probably only chain 2. This yarn is nice and thick. That chain 3 won't be a problem. And as I said, this is called the Marshmellow stitch. And we're just going to keep going, and I will come back to show you how I finish it off. So that's about the size you want to do it. So now I'm going to 1, 2, 3, and 4. Grab a bit tail. Now I'll show you how much yarn I have left. So I've used about half the ball for the 2 of them. So now we're just going to darn this up right about there. Just gonna sew that together so that it doesn't come apart. And then you just kind of want to back and forth to the other side. Do a couple of rounds on it just to prevent your yarn from coming undone. And then you kind of want to just work it into this pattern you've got going here. There we go. Grab that, trim it off, and there you have it. You have another coffee cup cozy. And you really don't want to go too much higher because of the fact that you don't want your lips to be on the yarn. So there it is. There's the coffee cup cozy. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope to see you again. And I'll see you next time. Bye.